back again, and we're gonna show you how to do a really fun top knot braid thing. I don't know, what do you call that? Like a French braid top knot?
People are calling them like party ponies. You can do a braided party pony. There's so many different ways you can do it.
Okay, so you know, I'm not a braider, so I'm brought in the braider. So she's gonna show you how to braid and do the top knot on my hair.
Now this is gonna be for people who are a little bit more advanced in braiding. I'm gonna use a Dutch braid is what I'm gonna do on the top. So if you don't know how to do a Dutch braid, you're welcome to do a French braid. I'll do close to the same thing. Dutch braid just is gonna fan out a little bit more and be a little bit more open. But you can do this without a braid also. So if you're not a braider, you can do this just by simply pulling the hair back. So let me start by showing you how to do just a simple little Dutch braid on the top of Shelby's hair. So first we're gonna section. I like to section from recession point to recession point. So Shelby's recession point sits about right here.
I have big recession points.
So it's gonna be, for some people it might be a skinnier braid. You can pull a little bit wider if you'd like. I like to pull it from about here. So it gives a good amount of hair here. If you feel like you have too large, like me, I feel like I have too high of a recession point, I'll kind of take a little notch out of the corner so it kind of covers up that recession point a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good little trick of the trade. Take a recession point here, and then take our little, I'm talking a little tiny corner notch, and then it kind of gives enough to cover up that little recession point. Pull that back. I like to go all the way back to the crown just in case I want all that room.
I got a lot of real estate up there.
She does. And it's awesome. For a braider, it's great. Alrighty, so now that we've got her sectioned off on the top, I'm gonna take this section and I'm gonna braid it in a Dutch braid. So now that I've got her sectioned off, I'm gonna take this top section and do just a simple little Dutch braid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take her, starting her Dutch braid here in the front. A Dutch braid is just a French braid that is inside out. So the way I was taught was instead of going over like you would for a French braid, everything goes under. Once again, this is for a little bit more of an advanced braider. If you don't know how to Dutch braid, there's some awesome tutorials online I'm sure that you can find. I could probably get together, if people are really dying to know how to Dutch braid, I could probably get together a video. It's a little difficult if I'm honest. Until you I think personally it's a mental barrier. Once I figured it out and thought it through logically, I was like, oh, duh. Instead of going over, you just pull it under. Now it's just a little bit of a fancy finger work.
I learned how to braid in beauty school because you had to learn all the braids and the regular braid, and I thought it was called a reverse braid. I didn't even know what a Dutch braid was. But then I learned how to do the mermaid, the fishtail braid, and I got past my little test and then I never did it again. And I just never practiced. It's really practice makes perfect. That's so true with braiding. And I've just never had a reason to braid. And so I never really learned. I never mastered it.
You mean Nick and Theo, your little boys, don't want braids in their hair?
Yeah, yeah.
Mommy, will you braid my hair?
Yeah. And when I needed, I was a majorette in junior high and high school, and I twirled the baton and we had to wear French braids. And I always had my mom do it. Yeah, my mom French braid my hair, or my friend Missy would French braid my hair. So I never learned how to do it myself.
So I taught myself how to French braid when I was 8 years old. I used to beg my mom to French braid my hair for school in the morning. And with 3 kids and a job of her own that she worked 9 to 5, she did not have time in the mornings to get me ready and do something fancy like that. She was like, listen child, it is a ponytail or it is half up. That's it. Those are your options. And so for me, it was actually out of necessity. I wanted my hair braided in a French braid, so I had to learn to do it myself. And so I taught myself really, really young. The funny way that I taught myself to do it, my mom taught me how to do it on a Raggedy Ann doll. She just grabbed a Raggedy Ann doll and said, okay, let me teach you how to braid. So she pulled out good old Raggedy Ann with her yarn hair and let me learn on that. Since it was simple, thick strands of hair, it was really easy for me to learn how to braid on her. So that's a fun little trick if you're trying to teach your little girl how to do some braids. Let's pull out Raggedy Ann. If they even sell her anymore, I don't even think they have her at the store. I'm gonna tie it off. So from here, we've got her Dutch braid. What I like to do is I never really leave a braid tight braided. Now you can leave this tight braided. You can, what would be fun too is we could do another couple rows of this back into like a big bun in the back. That would be another fun thing to do, but I never like to leave a braid real tight. I mean, it's fine, it's a personal preference. So I like to fan my braid. So I'm gonna peel each little loop, kind of fan it out just a little bit. Fatten it up just a little bit. Don't be afraid to peel it. Just peel it. Peel it good. But peel it real good.
Peel it real good.
Peel it. Peel it. Alrighty, so see how that kind of fattened up that braid? Didn't keep it too tight. So what I like to do with the remaining hair is to do a little bun. You're welcome to leave it just ponied, and that's cute too. I'm gonna take this and instead of going straight through like a normal pony, I'm going to do a little fancy little top knot. So I'm gonna pull it through just like you would loop it halfway through, kind of keep the little bun there. And then I take this little tail and I twist it around, tuck that back under the pony, and boom, y'all. You have got the cutest little easy peasy top knot. You're welcome to fan that sucker out with a few little bobby pins. Easy way. Also, if you've never been taught, a bobby pin, the little ridges should go on the bottom, on your head. Don't put the flat side on your head, it slides right out. Trick of the trade. And you can fluff this little guy up. You can pull the little loop, you can pull the little ends, you can fan it as big as you want him. Look how cute, y'all. Ta-da! Start by showing you how to do.
Let me start by showing you.
Okay.